spin a wheel and it's gonna land on a letter. That's your free letter for the entire game. I'm going to show you 10 puzzles. Use the keyboard to guess the blank letters in any order. If you guess a wrong letter, you get 1 strike. If you get 3 strikes in a puzzle, you are eliminated. Lucky for you, every puzzle begins with 0 strikes. Did you make a whole new group of friends? Oh, I hope you exchanged information, because if you did, then you know words. That's all you need for this game. I gotta go write a novel, so I'll see you soon. Happy Word Wednesday night, lovers of prose, experts in text. Welcome to the hottest new game developed by the HQnit themselves. This is HQ Words, baby, where you solve word puzzles to win cash. We are live from New York City. Did you just play that Lego game? How crazy was that? Scott is a Lego man forever now. Just a few days ago, we were freezing in New York City, and now we're in Australia. No, I'm not in Australia. No, I wish, but we are enjoying a little bit of warmer weather. I don't know if that has to do with that groundhog. If so, I am here for it, and I'm also here for you. Okay, let's get wordy. I am your host, a letter lover and nerd, Anna Roisman. You can find me here, all over social media. If you want to treat yourself to a little something special this week, I got you, babe. Tonight's prize is $1,000, and if you are one of the 3 fastest solvers, you're taking home more money than the rest. Woo! Now's the time for your free letter. Spin the wheel around my face. If you think life gets old in this wheel, it doesn't. I have so many letters around me. Rent is cheap. They give you free lunch. It's the best. I highly recommend. Whatever letter it landed on will show up at the beginning of any puzzle. Happy birthday, even if it's not your birthday. And guess what? You just scored big and got 10,000 points just by spinning the wheel. Amazing. So cool. And while we're having fun, let's go dancing. No, make sure you update your app because we have some really exciting new features on the way. It's gonna be lit, as in literature. Of course, I'm keeping it words themed. Okay, are you ready for this game? It's time for the first puzzle. Remember, the faster you solve, the more money you could win, so take your time. Remember, letters will flip as time goes on. Deep breaths, everyone. Just don't drop that phone, okay? It's important to win some money. Rely on the hints. They are there to inspire the answers. Here we go. Your first hint is kids' card game. Since this is the first puzzle, I'm gonna help you out here. I got you. Type in the letters H, F, and O. Don't drown in this first puzzle, okay? It's an easy one. Just swim through it. Swim through it. You got this. You ever play with cards? I'm talking a real card game, but a lot of kids like to play. And the answer on the first puzzle is Go Fish. Of course. Go Fish, a classic game. 220,000 solved the puzzle. 12,153. Guess what? Time to go fish. No, I don't think that's how you play, but you could go fishing now that you're out of the game. But we're moving on with 220K. If you want to play with the real fish, with the big fish, you better take a trip over here. Type in this big river. I'll tell you, this one is in South America. It's a really long one. And if you've never been there, okay, I bet you've bought something from the company named after it. I bet. I did like 3 hours ago. But I've never actually seen this big river in person. Only in photos. And I'm talking about the Amazon River, of course. Amazon is the answer. 211,200. Solved the puzzle. 9,000 eliminated on Amazon. First you couldn't fish, and now you're drowning in the river. Woo! Tough night in that out in that water. Tell me, have you had dinner yet tonight? Whenever I eat a meal, I like to make sure I'm having foods from all the right food groups. Some protein, some carbs, and of course, a vegetable. Eat your greens. they say. They don't have to be green, but this one is. Okay, this one is good steamed or sauteed or just straight up raw, dipped in some ranch. Okay, call back to that food game on Sunday night if you were playing then. Ranch won. But type in this vegetable. Some people, the spelling of this kind of looks funny, but it's broccoli. A lot of people mistake it for the double L instead of the double C. Broccoli is the answer. America's favorite vegetable. 205,900 solved the puzzle. 5,400 are out on broccoli. And you know what happens when you're eliminated on broccoli? You have to eat 3 bowls of broccoli. Someone just told me that. It's crazy, but I'm just passing it on. Here's the thing about vegetables. Sometimes you gotta, all the time really, you gotta wash them before you eat them. Otherwise, you may find something on it that makes it way less appetizing. I'm talking about a bug. Type in this bug. This one flies, and if you come in contact with it, it might hurt. For me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm allergic to this bug, along with many other people. So if I come in contact with this bug, someone hand me an EpiPen or help me get to a hospital. Hopefully that won't happen because it's winter. But I'm talking about a bumblebee. Bumblebee tuna. You know, I'm not talking about tuna. 174,800 solved bumblebee. 31,228 are out of the game. You guys remember Bumblebee tuna? It's the name of the tuna brand. Anyway. Bees may be fast, but guess what? So are runners, so are athletes. We as humans can fly, figuratively. Anyway, type in this sports event. We just had a major football event on Sunday, so it's definitely not that. But this one also happens once a year, and people love to bet on it. Well, they bet on the four-legged friends that do this thing. They drink whiskey. They celebrate. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the Kentucky Derby. Of course. Check out those hats. Woo, hat number 1, hat number 2, big flowers, big colors, lots of flavor. You gotta wear your hat to the Kentucky Derby. That's like a whole thing. It's basically the royal wedding of America. 107,600 agree, 68,748. Did you just get schooled on Kentucky Derby? Oh, you got schooled out of the puzzle. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna show you my whole hat collection, right? The hats are it for me. Which are better though, the hats at the Kentucky Derby or at the royal wedding? It doesn't matter. Hats off to you, babe. You just got through those last 5 puzzles. You made it halfway. I hope you have enough energy to finish out strong. Because your next hint, excuse me, may I offer you a hint? It's a British snack. Oh my gosh, she turned British. I turned British. Woo, they have these in America too, but they're all the rage in the UK, okay? They pair very well together in the morning or the afternoon. Okay, they're both very sweet. If you've got a sweet tooth, you're gonna love this snack. I promise. Come on, HQTs! The answer is scones and tea. Scones and tea. You gotta dunk those scones in the tea. It's delicious. 88,000 solved the puzzle. 22,800 eliminated on scones and tea. Oh, don't you want to have tea with the queen? I do. Speaking of being a word queen, okay? Maybe one day I'll make the books. I want to know this other historical figure. This person was a teacher, a politician, but most famous for being a philosopher. Okay, I'm talking about ancient philosophy, or in history. And guess what? This person, he even opened a school based on his philosophy. Don't get confused. I'm talking about Confucius. Are you confused on Confucius? Some of you were. 59,200, you paid attention in school. 30,152 are out on Confucius. Don't worry, I was confused a little bit too. It's okay. It's totally fine. Okay, we spent one puzzle in ancient historical times, and now we're back to 2019. Hey, wordies, you know it, you love it. What is this trendy question? I'm talking about a question you've probably seen on TV recently and then asked it of yourself. Have you gone through your house lately? Is it full of too many things? Tell me, do the initials MK spark anything for you? Hey, Kondo fans, does it spark joy? That's the trendy question. Does it spark joy? 20,126 solved the puzzle. 41,574 just got schooled on does it spark joy. Marie Kondo is like everywhere these days. It's a Netflix show, and it's also a book, and it's also a whole process of picking up items in your house. Does it spark joy? No? Toss it. I'm afraid to ask if my t-shirts spark joy or not, though, because if I have nothing left, I'll definitely go shopping, and that's when this cautionary saying will come into play. It has to do with something more on the dangerous side of life, okay? People say this when the outcome is hard to reach. It's cautionary. Also, here you go. It's a metaphor for skiing. That's the best hint ever. And your time is up. The answer is it's a slippery slope. It is a slippery slope out there. 23,290. You stayed on the hill. You made it through. 1,102. You're out on, it was a slippery slope for you, and unfortunately, you're out. But guess what? There were no slippery slopes so far in the game for everyone who's still here. For all you word nerds, you just landed that. You just landed in the final puzzle. We started tonight's game with over 250,000 eager words players, and now only the real logophiles survive. It's true. Oh, I wish I could sing this one to you, because your final hint is Beyonce lyric. Okay, Queen Bee in the house. Come host words with me, Beyonce! Okay, even though this song is addressed to women, I sure hope the men playing this game can solve it too. You ever see her live? She puts on a show. And sometimes she sings this lyric. You know what? It's too good. I'm gonna show it to you. Hit it!
Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
Okay, now let's get information. Now that we've solved all the puzzles, you know who just got information? It looks like 7,633 word nerds. You just won HQ Words, baby. Congratulations. You did it. Let's take a look at our fastest players in tonight's game. Who do we have? In first place, C. Garvey 09. You look like a Lego, won $100. And in second place, Alan CFP, $75. And in third place, Elta Marquardt. I said that right, for $50. Look at all those beautiful avatars tonight. Everyone's enjoying Lego night here at HQ. I love it. That is our game for tonight, word nerds. Congrats to all of our other winners and our first time HQ Words players who made it in tonight. I would love to chat more, I really would, but I gotta go play a big game of Go Fish and eat some broccoli. Wait, tell me, does broccoli spark joy for you? It does